wow, what the hell was this game? The Giants had this in the bag. I mean, here's basically my main points from the game. I don't really have much to say other than the Giants blew this game with the time management, and I honestly think this has a lot of issue to do with coaching. I think the Giants have a discipline issue. I think there's a lot of penalties. They don't get things done on time. The time management is bad. I really liked what they did on defense today, what Wink Martindale did on defense, but you could just tell as a whole, like this team is not like connected. But I think this says more about the Bills than it does the Giants because we kind of have known what the Giants have been this year. Bro, the Bills are one of the most inconsistent top teams that I have seen. It is so bad. And honestly, Josh Allen has played pretty good, but I think he has some of the blame for this. Like, this game should have never been close. If the Giants didn't mishandle that at halftime, they would have won this game because they could have just kicked the field goal at the end.
Well, yeah, okay. There's so many things to start with, and this is well. I'm going to say this. And again, if you listen to the show, you know this. I normally am definitely on the Bills side of things. I got some love for the Bills. I feel for their history. Seeing them win a Lombardi, they would be by far one of the best teams to see do it. Where you're like, you know what, they're lovable. If my team's not doing good, I'm definitely going to root for them. You get my point. But this was one of those days where, from my perspective, it's like the Giants are so far the underdog. The Giants playing with the backup. I love me some Tyrod. It's like, let's see the Giants pull off this upset, right? I was definitely on the Giants bandwagon for this game.
We were
And
talking about it. We were saying we had a feeling about it.
yeah, no, like this was one of those really, really just absolutely atrocious 5 games. And sure enough, it delivered on everything. But then again, I don't know where. So the run before the half, what makes it such a disturbing play was, if you're Tyrod and whatever the case was, if the audible is true and he audibled that, he checked that. If you're Tyrod, you knew that if you didn't get in that end zone, like that was going to the half. For him to make that ballsy of a decision, like really getting the reins for the first time, man, that's an all-time stinker of a decision from him. But then number two, we'll go back to it because it's like if they just had those even 3 points before the half, not even a touchdown, they very likely win this game on a game-winning field goal. And we're sitting here saying that the Giants won this game 15-14 because they wouldn't have had to go for it at the end. They could have just kicked the field goal. If, ands, and buts, but you get my point. So, this is the ultimate frustrating game because, and I think the main thing I want to tie it into, and then I'll go to the Bills here for a sec, is like, look, if you're a Giants fan, this era has absolute Joe Judge vibes tied to it so fucking bad that you've got to be sitting there just absolutely enraged because the arc of their careers so far has been the exact same. If you remember, bro, Joe Judge came in, fooled the shit out of us. Joe Judge, everybody's on the train. Joe Judge, man, he's got him disciplined. He's got him rolling. He's got the team and identity. What happened after that first year? The wheels fell off, ripped off the train derailing. It's looking like a spitting image right now from the Giants. Paid the wrong guys. Man, the situation is bleak. We'll move over to the Bills because I don't want to rail on the Giants. It's a bleak situation. The Bills, on the other hand, you got to love the fact that you have a good team. But then, like I was going to say too, well, could we have chose a better time, bro, to post what we posted last week, where they are a great team that just does not show up every week. They're a great team that picks and chooses when they want to show up. And if you're a great team, that can't really happen. They're a great team, but are they a great team that's going to be able to go the distance? That's the only narrative around the Bills at this point, bro, because they pick and choose when they want to show up, and it's just not a recipe to go lift the Lombardi. That's really
Yeah.
what I kind of got to leave it at, because I could sit here and say about all the things I love about them, but it doesn't matter because you don't get that same team every week.
Mm-mm. No, you don't. It's frustrating to see them. And, they're favorites every year, and they always start out super hot. And it's just like they can never just keep it up throughout the season. I think that's the reoccurring theme with the Bills. Like, I'm sorry, but I just can't pick them to win the Super Bowl. They do this every year. So it's just like very frustrating. I mean, I don't really have much to say other than like this game shouldn't have even been a game. But yeah, no, that's pretty much all I had for this game. Do you have anything else or?
No, absolutely not. And yeah, again, we just got. I think it's a disservice to even say any more about this game. I'm with you. It's like let's leave it at the truth. The truth is that the Giants are a very, very bad bleak situation team, and the Bills almost found a way to give them the game because they just cannot show up consistently. It's a joke. Bills, please figure it out.